Hi, my name is Maria Garre, and I am the director of the 200-hour Ayurvedic Yoga Certification Program that you are getting ready to embark on. And this is just a little brief opening, welcome, introduction to get you started before we actually meet live and in person in January. And there are opportunities for us to be together live online before that. And I hope you will be able to join me. But in the meantime, before we do all gather together for a physical on campus meeting, there is a bit of work to be done for preparation and also to allow there to be time to absorb the information that is here, really before you. So there's a lot of foundational work that I have created, set up, and established for you to not only go into self-study, but at the same time, you have the opportunity to type in, to participate in online digital dialogue, if you will. So there is a tremendous advantage to beginning as soon as you can, carving out time for this amazing, glorious process that is transformative for you and everyone around you that wants to learn from you, because you become such an ambassador to this wisdom. So, yes, I look forward to meeting each of you live, meeting in person live. But for now, let me screen share the platform where we could say is our online community. So we have our physical community in New Mexico, and this is our online community here, which is Mighty Networks. So in the Mighty Networks platform, you have a course. I have many courses, of course, but the course that you're looking for is 200-hour Ayurvedic Yoga. And you also can download the Mighty Networks app through your smart device, iPad or phone. And I have it on my phone as well, and I have it bookmarked on my laptop, obviously, and I definitely prefer to work with it on my laptop, but I do like to check the videos on the phone. And I think if I were practicing my videos, I'd probably just play them on the phone. But anyway, all is up to you. So here is what you're looking for. And what you're looking for is 200-hour Ayurvedic yoga certification that you're in this place. And then you have course material, events, and feed. Now in the course material, the first place that you want to come to where this video is housed is the welcome. And in the welcome, the material that is in this very first page is basically a written introduction that only just oozes the enthusiasm that I have here about being able to teach this wisdom and be an ambassador to this profound knowledge. And really, as a student, ideally, you want to show up and be curious and have a thirst for learning and for wisdom and a natural desire for better health, for good health, for not just procuring your own health, but obviously that allows you to support everyone just because you're a healthier human. And we want to share and be in a very safe and positive community where we can truly engage. And it's all in the spirit of learning and evolving. And that is really, truly the nature of where we're going. So how do you want to prepare? There are a couple of things. The first thing is you want to begin with foundations to prepare and get ready. So I would like you to read this entire section on your own after you've watched the video, because it makes sense since we wrote it all out for you and it's there. And some of the things in the video that I just also want to highlight is about prioritizing and really mapping out and carving out study time. Adult learners, and I am an adult learner. I do take classes and courses and all kinds of things. And I know that I need to put it on my iCal, and I need to put it on my weekly to-do list, and it needs to go on my little whiteboard in my kitchen, to carve out time to study, to read, to be in, whatever, in order for me to accomplish what it is I'm accomplishing, whatever course, whatever's before me, project, things of that nature. These are the things you want to purchase. 3-ring binder. The binder is important because there's a lot of supplemental materials that I'm going to be offering out to you, from anatomy to Ayurveda to Prakriti tests. I mean, there's supplemental materials. So usually a 3-ring binder can help you organize that. The particular books that we utilize for the program are the Bhagavad Gita. I do love the translation by Eknath Easwaran, but any translation will do. We do read from the Heart of Yoga by TKV Desktar. That is it is our lineage, Krishnamacharya lineage. So the Heart of Yoga is there. The Yoga Sutras, again, the translation that I love is by Swami Satchinanda, but any translation will do, and I do love other translations. The Science of Self-Healing by Vasant Lad. The Yoga, the Spirit and Practice of Moving into Stillness by Eric Schiffman. And those are really the primary books that we'll be reading. And I just think they're really amazing resources. They're some of my first books that I read, starting the journey of teacher training, meaning that I was reading these books in like 1998, 1999, some of them, not all of them. Bhagavad Gita I read in 1992, but in a different translation. Anyway, point is, these books is just like endless, whether you get them in digital form or you purchase them in physical form. Bullet points as to what we'll be doing at the end of the program, or what are the things that you're going to be capable of doing upon completion of our program. And one of the biggest things I just want to say is how to bring all these practices to life. We'll talk about Ayurveda. We're going to go deep into philosophy, anatomy, but everything's all about putting it into practice. How do we teach it? How do we say it? How do we live it? And everything is a deep integration of that. So that's your welcome. Now from your welcome, notice at the bottom that I can just go right into resources. And that is where you want to go next, is check out your resources. And in the resources section, there is a lot, right, for you to peruse through, and more gets released as the program moves forward, to not overwhelm as you begin, because otherwise it would. The first is until I see you physically. Some I will see physically soon in September or October, but your PDF manual link is here. So until I see you, there is a digital form available for you. Huge digital form. No, who's there? Yeah, for you. I'm not sure who Dropbox dude is, but that's fine. Okay, so your digital manual is there, and then we go dates for training. So your dates for training are specifically dates that are required in attendance for graduation, in addition to 15 elective hours of choice. Those elective hours can come in the form of various different options, both in person or online. With me, there would be no additional cost. If you want to do 15 elective hours with someone else or in something else, and there's another cost to that, that's fine, but that's a cost you would absorb yourself. But you do have a 15-hour sort of focus elective to work on. But let's not focus on that right now. What is your schedule? That our first on campus ABQ. So this means everything that's going to be in Albuquerque is right here. And all of these are live physical sessions at our physical location, 4600 Copper Avenue, 87108 zip code. We also have lots of live online sessions. And there's more live online sessions, But these are I would say these are required, meaning that material in these sessions will definitely be be testable. They're part of like your education. And then there are elective choices, and more will come to the list. Right now, there's an elective choice in September. There's an elective choice in a couple of elective choices, physical and online, in October, and there'll be more into the new year. So you can look there, and as you get started, we can support your 15-hour elective choice. But that is something that you want to budget in as you look at this schedule for full completion with your Friday online exam, March 22nd. So that is Friday night. Everyone gets a link to take the exam at home or wherever you want to be. And then from there, we come on campus the 23rd and 24th for, graduation and practicum and things of that nature. So that would be your final time, would be March 24th as a physical on-campus time together, graduation day, if you will, which is before all the Easter and all the April things, and then no one's paying attention to anything because summer is beginning. So an immersion of sorts that we begin. So these dates are there, and you can mark as complete. You'll see what happens, gives you a little check mark, so that's nice. And you go to certification requirements, and here, and then the requirements, you can begin and start to see a bullet point list of what is required: attendance, projects, practicum, online. Overall 75% is what you need, and you must be there at 80% of what's live. And obviously there's there's always some sort of documentation that you want to be responsible for. So again, I can mark that as complete, and I can go to assignments. Now, this section is going to contain different types of assignments. And again, everything's not uploaded right now because I don't want to overwhelm you. So if you come to assignments here, what is available at this moment and what you want to focus on, and believe me, this is a lot, are all of your foundation assignments. These are your roots and foundations. And Ayurveda will be added to the mix soon enough. But you're in foundations of philosophy, foundations of self-practice, and anatomy foundations for teaching yoga. So these are all of the assignments that are there, and any links of where you need to go. As you can see, some of it is here, the book, The Heart of Yoga, Ayurveda, The Science of Self-Healing, or your manual, right? Yoga Unveiled is a movie. Okay, you're like, whoa, movie, what does that mean? Well, I got to go to Mighty Networks Philosophy section. Okay, let's see, assignments. Mighty Networks Philosophy section, Yoga Unveiled. There's the movie. So there's movie link. So you click the link and it takes you to the movie. Now, this is quite a long movie, so you need to give yourself an ample 2 hours of sit-down time for that, for example. And then after you do that, then you click and go to the quiz. And when you do that, you can mark as complete, and you can see that what happens is you start to get little check marks, which can help you, right? Keep you organized as you complete things and do things. And again, it's all right here in your assignments. When you go to Foundations for Self-Practice, you can go to, when it says lesson, it's in Mighty Networks, right? This is a book. You're reading the book. And once you've read chapter 1 and 2 here, then there's a quiz. So you can go to the quiz and take your quiz. That is your proof of I read that and did the assignment. So your assignments will actually help you navigate these sections versus at this moment in time, you just randomly going into these sections. Now that could happen. And I've tried to, put some information in the sections here. So when you would click to summer, click to fall, it would take you, or here if you see sections that are available, so on and so forth. Okay. In this, and of course it keeps always kind of trying to get you to move through and next up, but don't worry so much about that. What I do think is good for you to then come to next after you've when you're done your assignments, peruse through that, but come to your events. And this can kind of be overwhelming because there's a lot of events here, but if you come to this nice calendar and you make it bigger, you can see what we have like in the events. For example, for September, there's the energy body as a live elective. There is Ayurvedic yoga online, for example, every Monday, those of you who have enrolled early. And there's also the recordings available to you. That's September. October, I haven't filled in yet. There's a reason for that. November, we so far have filled in. There's yoga every Sunday morning. Again, none of that is required. These are all just, you're going to be watching them at one point. Let's put it that way. And then as you come to January, you can see, no, that's December, sorry. And January, you can already start to see our live weekends also put in, along with, even on Wednesday, we have our live online YTT sessions meeting on Wednesday evenings. Don't look at the times because I'm in Costa Rica. So this event section is quite helpful. We can also chat with each other, and you can also see who's in the group members. And I'm going to stop sharing here. So briefly, because I could talk for a while, ready to dive in. Yes, dive in and meet online, get to know each other online, and then come into physical greeting, physical meeting, if you will. So for now, there's quite a bit to bite into, to delve into if you're willing. And from there, you'll have all the foundations that are necessary, that you need in order to really launch into an amazing 2024 immersion resurrection. So see you soon. I look forward to being your teacher, to hosting you through this process, and to delving more deeply into every step, every breath. Namaste.